Hello, Rishi. Welcome to Fresh Learning Academy. It is a pleasure for me to introduce you to our audience because you are the one who will act as a source of light and guidance for them. So, today we have Rushikesh with us on Fresh Learning Academy platform, and I have invited him for you all. Why, you must be wondering. So the reason is Rushikesh is here to help you out to make your interviews, to make your resume writing a bit easier one. So Rushikesh, welcome on Fresh Learning Academy.
Thank you, Pratibha. Thanks a lot for inviting me, and it is a pleasure to be here and solve some of the queries and doubt and answer and guide your audience.
Yes. Before that, Rushikesh, can you give a brief introduction about yourself?
So yes, as you all know that my name is Rishikesh, and I am from Pune, that is from Maharashtra. I have been working as a soft skills trainer for more than 2 years. I have trained many students, approximately more than 200 students, if I have to say, right from 12th standard to graduate to PhD to experience. I have even trained people who have 10 years of experience.
Great.
So the demographic that I have interacted is like it's vast demographic. Before being a soft skills trainer, I was a mechanical design engineer. So I have completed my engineering in mechanical field. I started working as a design engineer, but later on I decided this is not for me. Soft skills is something
Definitely,
that I feel passionate
Rushikesh.
about.
Later on, sorry to interrupt, but later on, there will be questions in the comment box wherein people will be asking you that why from mechanical background to soft skill training. So we will make a separate video on that, not taking a lot of time. Rushikesh, as you said, you
Sure.
are into soft skill training from past 2 years, and you have trained a large number of students and professionals. My first question to you is, let us start with the resume writing. Can you throw some
Okay.
light on how freshers should prepare their resume?
Okay. So we'll start from the basics. Okay.
Hmm.
So first of all, any candidate needs to understand we write a resume or a CV for a HR or for the recruiter. You know who you are, I know who I am, right? So whenever you write the resume or CV, whatever it is, whatever you call it, make sure that you keep the HR's point of view, right? Because
Hmm.
you know who you are, I know who I am, right? So whatever format, whatever information, whatever things that you write, you need to write in such a way that it is going to be convenient for the HR, it is going to be convenient for the recruiter,
True.
right? Now coming back to the point, what are the things that needs to be included in the resume, right, for a
Hmm.
fresher especially? So see, first of all, you need to understand resume writing is a continuous process. Before you apply for any job, before you submit your resume, you need to read the job description, the JD. Now, what is a job description? Job description is a document where the every information like what is the job, what is the designation, salary, roles, responsibilities, your education, qualification, everything would be mentioned, right? So first you need to understand what is the HR looking for,
Very true.
right? And once you understand the technical skills, the soft skills that the HR is going to be actively looking for,
Hmm.
you need to mention those qualities, those skills in your resume,
Very
right?
true.
And this is a very common mistake that students do, that they don't understand what to write, what not to write, and then they end up complaining that my resume is not getting selected. So first of all, read the job description, understand what is the HR or the recruiter looking for, and mention those keywords in your resume. Now in order to go in detail, you can mention your education, you
Hmm.
can mention your project work. Now project work is something which is very important. Now for the people who are from the technical background, project work is going to be considered as a work experience, because in a project, whatever theoretical knowledge you have learned, you are going to implement it practically, isn't it? So mentioning project work, the last year project work that you do in your graduation or post graduation, is very important for freshers.
Definitely, Rishi.
Apart from this, even if you have done a part-time job, say you have taken tuitions, right, or you have worked in a medical shop or a grocery shop, mention it, because this is going to effectively tell the HR that you are responsible, you are reliable,
Hmm.
right? So if you have taken tuitions or any part-time job, you have worked in a BPO in the night shift, mention it. That is going to be your unique selling point, in short,
Very true.
USP,
Hmm.
right? Apart from that, mentioning your training and certifications is very important, because if you have done any training, now when I say training, it can be from online platform as well. Now there are many platforms, Udemy, Coursera and whatnot. You can mention these things as well. By mentioning the training and certification, you're effectively telling the HR that yes, I have been updating my knowledge and skills. Otherwise, the degree you are going to have and other people are going to also have, right? So
Very true.
training and certification is your unique selling point.
Mhm.
And if you have done a certification course from a universal, like from at an international level, mention it. Apart from that, mentioning your achievements. So for example, if you have been the topper, if you have played any sport events or any other thing, you have been a student counselor, right? You have been the class representative. Mention these things. You might think that okay, these things are not important, but these things are going to show your soft skills. If you tell that you have been a class representative, that means you have leadership quality. You can the HR can trust you with responsibilities, right? So these things you should mention. The most important thing is technical skills and soft skills. Technical skills, you have to mention the relevant technical skills. So for example, if I'm applying for a software developer, so those technical skills should be mentioned which are relevant to software developer.
Very true.
If you are applying for a software tester, those technical skills should be mentioned, right? So technical skills and soft skills. Now, when you mention soft skills, mention those are important. Many a times I see honest, punctual, polite.
Yes.
These people, right? Yes, of course, no doubt, these qualities are important. But honest, punctual, polite is very common thing. Everyone
Very,
has it.
yes.
Mention the skills which are relevant to the job. For example, mention that you are a team player, you are a team leader, you are self motivated person, you are a quick learner, you are flexible. These qualities are something that the HR would be looking for,
I'm
right?
very glad,
So these are
Rushi, that you brought this point, because when I do tell students, they definitely write honesty, being polite, these are the things which they mention in their resume. And I keep on telling them that these are the universal traits that every individual should possess. So there should be something extra which you need to highlight. Rushi, you mentioned a
correct.
lot of things which need to be mentioned in a resume of a fresher. Are there certain things which don't need to be on their resume and candidate do mention it? Can you throw some light on that?
Oh, where do I begin? A very big no-no is family background. Now, I have seen a lot of time when the interviewer, I have seen many resumes where they write extensively a proper paragraph on their family. So
Mhm.
see, having a family is a good thing. Of course, I'm not saying it is a bad thing,
Right.
but that is not something that is not something that the HR is going to benefit from,
Yeah.
right? So don't mention about your family. Now, for example, if you are many people write that I have participated in drawing competition,
Mhm.
dance competition when I was in my schools.
Yes.
Okay, good thing. But what am I going to do as an HR? Right. So these are something that is huge no-no, and mentioning certain things like, for example, mentioning like you have done training and certification in basic things like MSCIT,
Mhm.
like Excel, typing courses, all these kind of
Mhm.
things. So as you said that these things are very common, like having knowledge of Excel sheet, PowerPoint presentation, Word, typing speed, that is not expected. That is assumed, the HR is going to assume that yes, you know these things. So
Mhm.
don't mention these kind of small things. The only thing is like, think like a HR. The key, if I
Yes.
have to give a golden rule,
Mhm.
is assume that you are the HR and you are looking at the resume,
Right.
and just think logically,
Mhm.
is this something that I need to mention? And that's it.
Yeah. Maybe I would also like to add up. You will find many resume wherein candidate mention about their marital status, whether they gender and whatnot. So religion,
Yes,
sometime you will see religion as well. So
religion.
I think these are the completely no points which freshers should avoid.
Correct.
Okay.
I think somewhere this was the format which was we used to have in a bit 2 3 years ago. We used to write
Yes.
personal details in that, nationality, your
Mm-hmm.
religion, languages that you know.
Yes.
Okay, that is okay, but need not to waste your time and the HR's time. Because
Right.
to be very frank, the HR is going to spend only 10 seconds or 15 seconds max to
Mm-hmm.
max. In that 10 or 15 seconds, the HR is going to decide whether to call you for the next round or not.
Right.
Right? So please do not waste your time, your energy, your efforts, and the HR's effort as well. Right?
Rishi, as I firmly believe that, for an example, if student has dual specialization, basically talking about MBA student, they do opt for dual specialization, like HR and
Hmm.
marketing, maybe HR or finance. I suggest them to make a separate resume for both the profile, whatever they would like to, choose for their upcoming career. What will be your idea or take on this?
Yes, a very, very important point actually. This is something that almost everyone, like, I have seen almost 99% of the people, they make this mistake, is they will make one single resume.
Hmm.
And for every profile, they will be applying with the same resume,
Yes.
right? So as I'll take an example of software developer and software tester, basic
Hmm.
example. So software developer is a different thing, tester is a different thing. So you cannot expect to apply for a position of a developer on the basis of a tester,
Hmm.
right? So you need to customize your resume, right? So for example, I was a mechanical engineer,
Hmm.
right? And I am applying for a soft skills trainer. So I cannot mention the resume of the mechanical engineer for soft skills trainer.
True.
Now I am a soft skills trainer and also I work as an HR. So if I'm applying for HR, I will make a separate resume. If
Hmm.
I'm applying for the position of a trainer, I'll make a separate resume, right? So this
Right.
is something which is really, really important.
So many a times, Rushi, we come across many candidate who says or who crib that they don't even receive a call from the recruiter when they apply via LinkedIn or via, any other, sites, job portal. So why do you think these happen, and what are the remedies which could be taken care of to avoid this?
Okay, so the first thing is, if your profile is incomplete, if you go on Naukri, Indeed,
Hmm.
Freshers, and there are so many things like, so if your profile is incomplete, if you have not uploaded a photo, if you have
Hmm.
not mentioned a particular details, the HR is not going to bother to look at your profile. Okay, so at least your profile should be 80-90% complete,
Right.
right? The first
Hmm.
thing. The second important thing is, if you have not mentioned the keywords,
Hmm.
right? As I told you, you need to understand, for example, if I'm applying for a marketing executive, right? So what are the qualities that a marketing executive person, a person from marketing field should have?
Hmm.
Understand those keywords, gather those keywords and mention those keywords all around your profile.
Okay.
Because I do not know you. So for example,
Hmm.
Pratibha is applying for a job. I am not
Definitely.
going to type Pratibha resume or CV. I'm
Right.
going to type the keywords, isn't it?
Yes.
And if those keywords are mentioned in your profile,
Hmm.
definitely you will be selected, right?
Yeah.
The third and very important thing is, I have seen many people, they will make profile and they
Hmm.
will not open it for 10 days, 15 days, even months.
Yes.
Now, I'll give you an example. So when we search anything on Google, for example, how to write resume,
Hmm.
right? When you type this on Google, you will see many search, right? Now we
Yes.
rarely go to second page and we don't even go to the third page. We don't even go far beyond that,
Hmm.
right? So similarly happens, the same happens in LinkedIn or your Naukri Indeed profiles as well. If today you make your profile, and if you are not active on that profile, your profile will go down, down, down. It will
Yes.
go beyond,
Hmm.
like it will go very down,
Right. Right.
right? Because new people, new candidates will be making the profile, and
Hmm.
if you are not opening, if you're not updating, if you're not active on these platforms, you will not get the call. So you need to be active, and especially in the morning time, around
Hmm.
about 9-9:30, you open these all the profiles that you have, just type something, change something. When I say change, what you can do is delete what you have written and again
Then
type the same
retype
thing.
it. Hmm.
Same thing, not something different, but the same thing, right?
Hmm.
So at least the HR will know, yes, this person has been updating his profile, and your profile would be on the top, right?
Right.
So this is something that many people are not aware, but it is very simple. It's like a common sense, isn't
Yes.
it? So
And
these are the three things you need to
mhm.
understand because of that.
Yes. And maybe I would also like to add up that not every time human being or HR recruiter is going through a resume. There are machines, ATS machine, your resume go through. So it is very
Correct.
important to use the keyword or
Keywords.
yeah, which has been mentioned in the job description. Thank you so much,
Correct.
Arushi, for adding up this. Now, my next question, which every time every fresher asks, leave the common interview question, but the most important question which comes into their mind is, are they in a state to negotiate about their salary? If yes, how?
Okay. So again, we'll go to basics, because if we understand the basic, it becomes very easy.
True.
Now, a negotiation is going to happen between two parties, two person, two companies, two parties basically, right?
Yes.
And the people are going to negotiate when both the parties have something to gain,
Very true.
right?
Yes.
So if a candidate has nothing to offer to the HR, the HR is not going to negotiate,
Correct.
isn't it?
Yes.
Basic thing. Right? Now, if you are confident, you can negotiate, of course, but it becomes tricky when you are a fresher, because when you are a fresher, the company is going to train you, groom you, right? So this is a huge gamble, huge risk that you need to decide whether to take it or not. If you take it, you need to be ready to face the consequences. So if you are a person who is expecting good salary, you need to have patience, right?
Yes.
And if you are a person especially for fresher, I'll always recommend, don't look out for the salary, look out for a company who is going to offer you a platform, who is going to develop you, your skills and knowledge,
Yes.
because you are not going to work in the same company lifetime, right?
Mm-hmm.
So definitely you just learn, update your skills and knowledge and move on. Now, if we go back and look from the HR's point of view, so whenever any company hires a candidate, everything is done in advance, right? So what are the salary packages that we can offer, right? So just for you, even if you are technically stronger, everything is good. But if your salary expectation is way beyond the limit of the company is not going to negotiate, or the company is not going to entertain you. Because if you're not ready, there are 100 people who are ready to work with less salary,
True.
right? So always I say that this is a very subjective matter. No matter what decision you take, face the consequences. This is the only thing
In
that I
simple
always suggest.
words, if anybody is expecting an answer from you, for an example, if I'm in HR and am I asking you, Rushi, what is your salary expectation? How should we handle it? Like, as a fresher, how would you reply to this question?
Okay, so the most safest answer is according to the company standards. So like, no, whatever the company offers, that is fine with me, right?
Yes, true.
Now, if you are a person who wants to take a bit of gamble, who wants to take a bit of a risk, what you can do is, first of all, as I said, read the JD. Most of the time in job description, they will provide the salary range. So the
Yes.
company is offering between 20 to 25K per month. So if you know the salary, you can mention my salary expectation is anywhere between 28
This.
to 30K per month. Yet it is negotiable, right? So
Yes.
even if your interview has not gone according, not good, you were not able to satisfy the interviewer, right? While answering the questions, you can just add, yet it is negotiable, so that even if you get less salary, for example, if you get 24,000 per month, it is okay.
Yes.
Right. So mentioning yet it is negotiable at the end is very important. So these two things I'll suggest.
I guess
The
former
first
and the
one is
later,
according to
yes.
company standard,
I guess both are
and the
the
second one is
perfect answers.
correct.
Yes. And many a times, Rushi, as you already told, many a times it is mentioned that what will be the salary, yet a recruiter asked this question just to see how focused you were while going through the GD or JD of the, the
Correct.
profile you applied for. Great. Rushi, something which
Yes.
you would like to add up if any fresher is going for a PI. We talked about resume, we talked about this important question that how will you negotiate or how will you talk about this. Something else you would like to add up if I ask you to give some advice to freshers for the time of PI, what will be those?
Personal interview, right?
Yes, true.
So before you go for the personal interview, you need to be prepared. Now, see, HR interview is always going to be a bit tricky, because the person who is going to take your technical interview, he or she is not going to decide your salary. Your salary is in the hands of the HR, right? So if you are able to convince the interviewer, that the HR, that yes, I am the correct person for this job, definitely you'll get a higher salary, right? So make sure you are thoroughly prepared. You have written down the answers, such as, tell me something about yourself. This is the most common most common question that we'll get. So these questions we all know. Tell me something about yourself, strength, weakness, why should I hire you? We all know these kind of questions.
Right.
Make sure you properly write down these answers. Now, when I say write down the answers, I do not mean to say copy paste from the internet. Please don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
because it is very easy for the HR to understand you have just copied the answers from the internet, right? And if you copy paste while the interview and while you have made your resume, the HR is going to think that if the person cannot even write or cannot even say few words about himself or herself in his own words, and he is copy pasting for the internet from the
Mm-hmm.
internet, why should I give this person a chance, right?
Definitely.
Understand the logic, understand what to say, what not to say, write it in your own words and practice it. When I say practice, I don't mean to say mug up. Please don't
Mm-hmm.
memorize it word to word, because when you go for the interview, you are going to be under pressure. You will freeze, you'll have performance anxiety, and you'll completely go blank. So when I say practice, I say just rehearse it. So we know that when we rehearse drama or skit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have some space to improvise, isn't it?
Right.
So have that improvisation skills in you. One of the very important thing is, if we go into communication skills, a bit of communication skills, people will always focus on words. Basically, candidates focus on what they are saying, but
Mm-hmm.
it is always like what you like. It is not about what you say, but how you say it.
Right. The
So no
presentation.
matter you have exactly, no matter
Mm-hmm.
you have written down the answers in a very high language with good
Mm-hmm.
words, and if at the time of interview you are sweating, your voice is shivering, and
Mm-hmm.
you are not feeling comfortable, and your voice is trembling, the
Mm-hmm.
HR knows that you are not confident and you are not capable to work under pressure. So what
Yes.
you do is take your mobile phone, record yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Now, once you record yourself, you will understand ki whether I am sounding confident, whether I am using the correct body language,
Mm-hmm.
whether I am using fillers, this kind of thing. So once you record and when you see and hear yourself, you will understand what are the things I need to improve on, because the HR is going to observe your body language very closely,
Correct.
right? So these are the certain things that I'll always suggest to the people who are opting for the interview, PR
Rishi,
interviews.
what do you feel about mirror practice? Would you suggest students to go for a mirror practice?
Mirror practice is sit in front of a mirror or stand in
Yes.
front of a mirror and then.
Yes.
I would not suggest, because see, when we talk,
Mm-hmm.
our mind is focused on thinking. We think and we express.
Mm-hmm.
So it is very difficult for me to think, talk, and to analyze,
Analyze.
isn't
Okay.
it? So that is why I always recommend to record yourself, record the
Mm-hmm.
audio and video.
Okay.
And once you are properly focused, and then calm yourself down and just listen. This is a perfect way.
Mm-hmm.
This is a tip that even my trainer gave it to me. But when I tried to practice it, it was difficult. I did not understand. Okay, what do I have to understand from this?
Mm-hmm.
Right? It becomes very difficult to analyze. Right?
Right.
So for that reason, I always suggest to record yourself.
And most
And
probably it will
nowadays,
be
we
very
all have a
helpful, yeah, because of online virtual interviews, and they are asked to make a video resume, which we call resume. Definitely, I think,
correct.
Rushi, the tip from your end will be helpful. Rushi, because right now you told about, you don't have to mug up everything, but you can, like, we can take help of Google, right? So you came up with your
Hmm.
own blog. Can you tell me something about that blog? Because it will be very beneficial for the freshers who would like to at least, have a sneak peek into how you have to answer those HR questions. So please tell about your blog.
Okay. So yes, I have my own blog on soft skills where I upload the HR interview questions and what are the do's and what are the don'ts. And the name of the blog is mrsoftskills.com. That is
Okay. Mhm.
www.mrsoftskills.com.
Mr.
www.mrsoftskills.com. You can go
Softskill.com.
and I have explained each and every questions in detail. So right from tell me something about
Mm-hmm.
yourself for freshers to experience, if you have an education gap or a career gap. Now many a times I face this question from people. They have a gap of 1 year or 2 years in their career. Now
Mm-hmm.
how to justify it? So these questions I've explained there on my website in a very proper and detailed manner with some sample questions.
Yes,
But only
definitely.
one tip I like to give you:
Mm-hmm.
take inspiration, understand the logic, but don't copy paste.
Don't copy
That is the
paste.
only thing that
Yes.
I would like to suggest to all the viewers.
And I would strongly suggest all of you to at least go through that blog, because when I was going through that blog, you won't even get an impression that somebody only of 2 or 3 years of experience, can write such a beautiful blog. He has mentioned each and everything, whatever you can't even think about. You will get all all the ideas of how you can prepare yourself for the personal interview. But as suggested and as said by Rushi, I would again, paraphrase it. Don't copy paste, just take ideas from there, come up with your own sentences. And if you need any help from any of us, you can always comment either on here Fresh Learning Academy, or you can also ask a question to Rushi. You can go and visit his blog and can drop a comment. Definitely he would be happy to help you out. So
Sure, sure.
Rushi, that is great. I guess today you came here, you talked about how a fresher could approach, or can create his resume or can prepare for PI. And additionally, the cherry on the cake is that you have given everything on your blog, which would be very helpful for freshers. Anything, Rushi, which you would like to add up if you would like to conclude this session of ours?
Okay, so I remember one incident
Mm-hmm.
where there are some people, there are some candidates who absolutely want the answers from me. So
Okay.
being a soft skills trainer, many a times even dictate the answers to them.
Mm-hmm.
But the point is, when they try to rehearse it, and when they try to answer these questions, what I have given to them in
Mm-hmm.
the interview, it becomes difficult for them because the language which I use, that is where I am comfortable. But the
Mm-hmm.
language which I use is which is simple for me, it might be difficult for someone else, right?
Yes.
So for
Yes.
that purpose, I always say, do not copy paste. See, the HR wants to know you, right?
Yes.
The HR doesn't want to know someone else, right? So
Yes.
be authentic, bring
Mm-hmm.
something that is true to yourself, right? So that is the only thing that I would like to suggest. And a very important thing is, be confident. Many a times what happens is, like, you'll prepare the questions and answers and all those things, but while you go for the interview, you have performance anxiety, you you are stressed out, and then everything, that all the hard work and the effort that you have done, it
Mm-hmm.
goes down the wind, right?
Yes.
So be confident and take the interview as a normal conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
You are going now, many times I face this question that I get very anxious, I get very nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Now I always say that, see, you are going to talk with a person, you're not talking to a demon or a god,
Mm-hmm.
right? He or she is a person, so need not to
Yes.
be worried about, okay, other things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just focus on the conversation, don't think it as an interview or personal interview and whatnot. Just think that, yes, we are going to have an open conversation, we are going to enjoy each other's
Correct.
company, and with that attitude, when you go,
Mm-hmm.
you will never feel underconfident or stressed or anxious about your interview.
And I guess preparation and practice is the key to success, because when you are
Yes.
not prepared, definitely you have that, fear in your mind that would you be able to face that interview or questions. Rushikesh,
Correct.
it was pleasure having you on this Fresh Learning Academy. And I wish that you can continue this guest lecture of yours, because the way you define, the way you explained each and everything, I guess it is very easy for each every student to understand. So most probably, we all will meet Rushi with a very, very, in demand topic, which is English very important for your life. So Rushikesh will be again with us on this platform of Fresh Learning Academy. Till then, if you have any question, you can drop your comment in the comment box. And definitely, I will provide the description and the link in the description box. Go and check Mr. Soft Skill, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much, Rushikesh. Thank you.